wrestling fans, and welcome to this week's edition of SICW All-Star Wrestling. And as I've been telling you all day today, we are coming to you live, and right now we are live in the RV on the 2025 road trip to Las Vegas. So excuse us for the quality of what we're doing here tonight, but man, we are ad-libbing tonight about the Cauliflower Alley. We're going to talk to you about us going out there. And right here I'm joined with my co-host tonight, none other than the man that makes all of this come together. And Brian, I don't know if you'll be able to make chicken salad out of this chicken crab tonight, I'll tell you. But right there, Brian.
Hi, everybody.
Been with us.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. But like I said, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. We're on the road. Where are we at right now?
We're just getting ready to cross from Colorado into Utah.
Colorado going into Utah, man. We've been through the Rocky Mountains.
We're about 500 miles away from Las Vegas. We will get there shortly after midnight.
Well, 500 miles to go, and we have been rolling on down the road. It's been a fun trip. We've talked to quite a few people that's already out in Las Vegas. They've got there, they've landed. Some people are still stranded in St. Louis, the big Texan. What did we figure? About 12?
About 10 or 12 SICW faithfuls now waiting on a flight at 12:30 in the morning.
Right, but dedicated. They've been in the airport biggest part of the day waiting for the darn airlines to get their act together. And boy, aren't we glad we didn't jump on them tickets.
That's right. There was some debate on whether the RV would be the way to go, and we're going to beat the airplane to Las Vegas.
Well, and if that's just the way it is, it's just I feel sorry for those guys sitting there, and I've been getting text messages from other people who are showed up out there already. I know Joe Helms is there, Bobby D. Who else did we find out? Bill Henson should be there by now.
Yep.
But it's going to be an all-star show. We know Darla Staggs and Barbara Goodish. And so there, each and every Sunday night we bring you usually of what SICW has been doing, talking about different things. We usually have a program for you, but we thought it would be fun just to tie in this road trip on the 2025 road trip to Las Vegas. Somebody's on here saying, hello, Herb and Brian. Something about the Whiskey Benders. It's hard to read now.
Yeah, Whiskey Benders fan page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Whiskey Benders fan page. So, like I said, we've got a lot going on, Brian, with SICW. We've got, just came off of a big match at the Little Devils in Belleville, Illinois.
A great crowd. They always do a great job filling that football field and bringing everyone out to see some great wrestling entertainment. And they did that night, and the fans love it. And, it always keeps those rivalries alive for the coming matches.
Well, and it was a great night. The main event, of course, Bobby D, Belleville's own, is the guy who the crowd loved in Belleville, Illinois, defended that SICW Classic title against Big Nasty Glenn Williams. And man, it was a no disqualification, falls count anywhere on that football field, and they went goalpost to goalpost.
Well, it was 2 out of 3 falls, and they each scored a pinfall, and it came down to that final one that Bobby D walked away victorious.
Yeah, well, and he's still the SICW champion, and he's out in Las Vegas representing us well. Always does a great job at that, and of course the tag team titles were up that night with Billy McNeil and Curtis Wilde. Somebody says, what's up, guys? This is C from SIU
Wrestling.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and all of you who tune in. If you got some questions, that's what we're going to hear. These are what road trips were all about back in the day. You had 3-4 people in a car, wrestlers, and they went from town to town to the next show, and that's what we called our road trips. And I didn't think I'd be doing any more of these road trips after all these years, but the family said, hey, let's do it. Let's get an RV and let's head to Las Vegas. A lot of things going on in the Cauliflower Alley. You know, we got people getting awards. We got Abdullah the Butcher. We got Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. getting an award. Harley Race posthumously. His son Justin Race will be there.
Herb Simmons.
Well,
getting the Cauliflower Independent Promoter of the Year award.
Well, and I'm really honored about that. Robin Crude, be safe from Tennessee. Well, thank you, Robin. We appreciate it. We've been on the road since about 11 o'clock last night.
About 11 o'clock last night, and by the time we're done, it's going to be about a 26-hour trip it took to get us here to Vegas and visiting several states, and all in all, it was a good time so far.
I know, but boy, I tell you, I don't know how you guys convinced me of this, but it's been fun.
You played a little role. You might not want to admit it, but you played a little role in deciding to do this. And there was definitely some issues with airlines happening earlier in the year that everyone was hesitant to jump on an airplane.
Exactly.
And look,
right.
Big Texan and 9 or 10 others are still sitting in St. Louis. And we're going to get out there faster than.
Exactly. And that's the strange part about it. We're going to stare. Darla Staggs is there. Barbara Goodish. Who hopefully Van Morse. I know she was not coming there. But, and again, I apologize for the roughness, but we are riding in the back of this RV, traveling down the road, coming to you live. And boy, I'll tell you, we are just bouncing all over the place now. These roads here, whatever state this is in, don't take care of it too well.
Colorado into Utah, the roads have gotten a little rougher here.
Oh yeah. Hi, Roger. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Somebody else says Vegas is crazy. Well, and that's right. They say, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And I'm sure that SICW is going to be well represented out there. Roger says, how are your travels? It's been fun, Roger. It's been, we've got to sit back and relax, and we've been doing updates throughout the day. I think this is, we did 4 of them, and plus this one tonight.
Yep.
And had quite a few people joining us on each of them.
Absolutely. Started last night right about 11 when we were getting on the road. And you've actually been able to time them pretty well. I think you've been live every time we went to a new state. And we've gone from Illinois to Missouri to Kansas to Colorado. And now here we are live. And we're going from Colorado. And as we talk, it says, welcome to Utah.
Yes. We're coming into Utah right now. We are knocking the miles off of it, I tell you.
You know what that means, Herb? That means we only have one more state till we're there.
Yeah, one more state, I'm telling you. And hopefully some of the boys and girls that are out there in Vegas will tune in on this and they'll join us. And they'll know we're getting closer. I've had several conversations today with Rich Engling, the vice chairman of the Cauliflower Alley Club, talking with him. Whiskey Bender says, hello, how are you guys doing? Message retracted. So we like it when people join in on these things and communicate with us.
Absolutely. It's a good time to get on here, interact with the fans, talk about what it's been like, what's coming up, and we still have a busy year coming once we get another 30-hour trip back towards Belleville in a few days.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I was trying to keep from thinking about that, but you're right. After we get a couple of these days done, you know, Cauliflower Alley, we're going to have some seminars. It's going to be taking place, and I think I'm taking place in one of them on a Wednesday. They've got 3 or 4 of them lined up. I am always willing to help with that. The Nostalgia Room is always great. As you know, this year they've got tables going to be set up in there again. We're going to be doing some interviews with some of the legends and some of the fans, getting their opinion on why they like Cauliflower Alley Club, what do they like about it, what they might not like about it. I mean, so it's going to be great to hear with the fans because they come from all over.
They do.
We've got a good contingency that comes out of Canada, but we got people there from Texas. Lori is coming, James Beard, people like that that are traveling, going to be there tomorrow. So we're going to catch up with a lot of our old friends and just going to have a great time. And what are you looking forward to the most, Brian?
A little bit of sleep tonight. And and then once that happens, it's just fun getting to meet up with people that you only see sometimes twice a year, because the only bigger thing than Cauliflower Alley Club has turned into Fan Fest. So a lot of these people are coming into the SICW Fan Fest, and we get to see them there. But a lot of these people you get to see once or twice a year, and it always takes a couple days to get caught up, and then it's time to head back home.
Exactly. I want to say hello to Michael and Trenton. Trenton's been on all the other updates that we've done throughout the day. Michael is a good supporter. Him and his family, his sister Peggy and Alan. We appreciate them for always supporting SICW and tuning in here with us on Sunday evening as we are on the road to Las Vegas, Nevada for the 59th reunion of Cauliflower Alley.
Well, Herb, I think it's important to let the fans know. Not everybody knows exactly what all happens out here. So, there's 3 days of events, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They have various different seminars during the day. They have a nostalgia room set up where you can sit and meet with a lot of these legends, purchase autographs, purchase memorabilia, look through some of the ancient history that's been around from all the years of wrestling. Then on Tuesday night, they have half of the awards. Wednesday night, they do the other half of the awards. And after each of those, it's really just getting to have a social several hours with a lot of these legends and the people from the business and the fans. This is probably the best opportunity for a fan to be able to get up close and personal with some of these wrestling legends and have good one-on-one conversations.
Well, and we can't forget one of the highlights of this year, Mick Foley is being roasted tomorrow night.
Yep, they've got several comedians, and they've brought some wrestlers in that as well, and going to have a time where they do a celebrity roast.
Well, and that ought to be interesting. Tonight, which we won't get there, but tonight they have the wrestling show where they have the wrestlers inside of the ballroom where they have it at, and you may have 50 wrestlers there, and then Zamboni and a few of the other promoters that help take place with it will pick one guy from one side of the room and one guy from another side, and they go in there and they give them X amount of time to do a match. They've never met one another, never worked with one another, so it's kind of a unique situation. They tried that last year, and evidently it worked real well, and they brought it back this year. They're going to have the full side. Hey, that'll be pretty nice. Always hot in Vegas.
You're saying about all week?
I don't believe we'll be partaking in the pool party outside.
Not usually.
No, we'll find us a nice, cool area inside the hotel or the casino. We'll find a couple of our friends we haven't seen for a while. I know Troy Peterson. He told me he's going to be there. Troy Peterson from Impact. Gary Jackson says, "What's up, Mr. Promoter?" He's going to be there. I don't know if he was on that contingency that's stranded in Vegas or if he managed to get out of there. Congratulations on receiving well-deserved recognition. SC loves wrestling. Good evening to everyone. So appreciate the comments. And so Gary, I hope if you weren't hung up in St. Louis that maybe you're already in Vegas or maybe you're coming out tomorrow. Can't remember what you told me, but one way or the other, I hope you make it to Las Vegas. Gary won the Wrestler of the Year award last year.
The Wrestler of the Year, and always nice for him to come out and spend time with the others that are getting awards, and always represents SICW very well wherever he is.
Well, when the night train's out there, the night train's rolling. Woo! And nobody does it better than the night train, I can tell you. But Amy out and his son's coming with him. Nick Reddenauer, our senior referee, is coming with a couple of his friends. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with SICW.
No, there's over 30 from SICW that are going to be there spending time, and SICW always represents well.
Yeah, Frank
Cauliflower.
Murphy, Don Simmons is coming. Hopefully they've made it out there already. And I'm sure that there's some that we forgot about. I didn't get an answer from Clint Terrell earlier when he joined in. I thought a month or so back he told me he was that he was going to be there. You know, he's been there before. He was up in Waterloo, Iowa with us last month.
I actually heard of somebody of a return that left SICW kind of controversially, but the troubleshooting referee, Andy Anderson, has announced he is going to make an appearance at the Cauliflower Alley Club this year.
Yeah, I did hear that too. So I heard him and his wife was coming. So, like I said, we should be well. And I know Andy left SICW under some, let's say, circumstances that maybe was beyond his control. I'm not quite sure, but it'll be good to catch up with him anyway. Maybe I can kind of touch that subject. And man, this boat is rocking now.
It is. The roads are different here in Utah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's the roads. I don't know if it's a washboard road or what we got here, but I mean, it's kind of like we're up and down and around and around.
Absolutely.
But for you fans, I hope you just hang with us. We want to talk a little bit about October the 4th when we return to the Belle Claire Fairgrounds on Saturday, October the 4th. WWE Hall of Famer Thunderbolt Patterson is scheduled to be there, but we also have a big main event.
A big main event. You've got a ladies match, and these ladies have been battling for several months. They've battled all over the ring. They've battled all outside the ring. You tied them together with a leather strap, and still they can't come up with a legitimate winner. So what's the choice to do now? Lock them inside a steel cage.
Yeah, well, and that's what we're going to do. That steel cage will be erected on that ring, and you will see Lilith Khan of Devastation Incorporated take on Miss Hyde. And boy, I tell you what, that's the price of admission right there, because these two have just really fought all over. And like you said, there's been no distinct winner, and that's why we're putting them in this cage to find out just exactly who is going to be the better person there. But then we'll have plenty more matches that evening. But that is just, one of the shows that we got coming up. As soon as we get back from Las Vegas, we got a private show over at the Soulard Market area, down in that area at the Soho Apartments. This will be our third year there. Always a great time there. We're going to be going to Sandoval, Illinois. We're going to be going to Breeze, Illinois, Troy, Illinois, Fairmont City, Illinois, going back to the Missouri Athletic Club, and it's just going to be the rest of the year is in what about the Worldwide Technology Raceway? So
Worldwide Technology Raceway, we've been spending some time there last year. We wrestled one day with NASCAR, one day with the IndyCar, one day with NHRA Drags, and this year they're saying they'd like SICW there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some of the SICW wrestlers are going to participate in a watermelon eating contest on Friday night, and then not one but 2 days of SICW wrestling partnered with NASCAR out there on the Midway, and we're going to wrestle Saturday and Sunday afternoons.
Wow, and that's September 5th and 6th at the Worldwide Technology Raceway, and they're expecting a huge crowd.
They are. They're expecting over 70,000 fans on Sunday, as this is now a NASCAR playoff race. So they've moved up to the playoff rounds and hosting that there at the racetrack.
And we are honored, we are excited to be part of the Worldwide Technology Raceway, racing and wrestling right there at the big racetrack. can't wait for that. It's always a good time out there. If you haven't got your tickets for that, boy, you need to do that, because not only are you going to get the best in the racing of NASCAR, you're going to get all the other activities that they have going on there on the Midway, as well as SICW both days. And like I said, it's going to be a great time there. So that's just another big show that we've got going on there. We're going back to Swansea, Illinois later this year.
Back to Swansea. We spent several years in Swansea supporting the Swansea Fire Department. This year we're going back to support the Swansea Park Board, but the Park Board has partnered with the Fire Department, so that match is going to be held in the Swansea Firehouse, just like we used to do. And that is on Saturday, December 6th.
Well, and that's always Swansea Fire Department. Always was a great show, great location. We can't wait to get back there to the Swansea Fire Department later on this year. And, it's always good to help our first responders, our park districts, all of our nonprofit organizations. Like I said, we're going to Sandoval High School to help out the students there. We're going to Troy, Illinois for the park district up there. To Breeze, Illinois, for that organization up there. Don Hyman and his wife put on a great show there.
Yep.
This is our second year with them in Breeze, Illinois. So, if your organization is wanting a fundraiser, reach out to us and we'll see what we can do to help you. Tell them about the new website, Brian.
Yeah, SICW.org has recently been redesigned and redeveloped and just published within the last couple days, and you're going to see some of the latest and greatest, including these live videos. As we do these videos now, they are going to display on the SICW webpage, and we're going to continue to build on that with many great things to come. One of the big things I know that's in the making is roster biographies, kind of getting to know a little bit more about each of the SICW talent behind the scenes.
Yep, we're working on that right now, and once they get them completed and we get them submitted, they will get them published on there, and the page is going to be real fan-friendly. We encourage you to go on there, check it out, tell us what you like, tell us if you think of anything else. You can reserve your seats on there, and that's going to make it easier for us. And like I said, Brian, it's I don't know if we're going to be able to stay on here too much longer. I'm holding this thing. I'm getting seasick.
Yep. No, but it's always great to get on here each and every Sunday night, meet with the SICW fans, and we get a lot of the workers on the page here. And we're going to be back next Sunday with more of those TV episodes that we've recorded. But we just thought tonight it'd be good to come to you and show you a little bit more of what it's like with life on the road. And Herb, as it's seeing, life on the road is unpredictable.
Well, it is, and as I said at the beginning, this is what road trips was all about. I mean, any of the legends that you talk to, they'll tell you that the road was not easy at all, and you're seeing it right here tonight. It's a little bumpy, but we brought you the main things that we wanted to. We'll keep you informed. We've got about 500 miles to go before we get to Las Vegas, so we may come through back to you here later on this evening, or just before we get ready to get there. We've got a banner.
Shows up and shows out when they're there.
Fans, until later on tonight, we appreciate you tuning in here each and every week, and Sunday night at 8 p.m. for the latest and greatest in SICW All-Star Wrestling. Until probably a couple hours, we'll be back with you. Have the rest of a good evening, and we'll see you in a little bit.